That's better.
It's done.
With WebEx, the McLaren Formula One team is collaborating like never before.
Another great look.
Osri trying to turn the corner. Damian Lee was there. And right now, when Beasley is hitting blocked by McDaniels. And there's Beasley again. Oh. My goodness. Big difference in this game. Poole dropping in the free throw.
NBA is. I was listening to Anthony Edwards, and he was talking about how adversity to overcome this game. Are they going to play this thing out to the final whistle?
McDaniels down the lane. Now, the other to still win games.
It's a huge loss. And everybody talks about just next man up mentality, step up. You lose a guy like that, that's just a huge part of everything you do as McDaniels. You're going to feel those losses when guys like that are out at some point.
Osri, little show and go. Nice finish. The 3 quarters played really, really well here in Minnesota, but the T-Wolves are fully stocked, and they've got all their role players playing incredibly well.
I can talk to the young guys about that. Like, yeah, we're going through a tough stretch right now, but don't be surprised about it. Just deal with it. You got to give the Minnesota Timberwolves credit. D'Angelo Russell said he feels like they're close as they knocked out another 3. So McDaniels, and the fact that they're defending at a higher level is definitely encouraging.
Well,
they just
Minnesota's shooting 52% now for the game. They got hot and have been on this run. Andrew Wiggins dropping that in. 14-day stretch.
Everybody has tough stretches.
Klay Thompson hitting that 3. Have been excellent. And that is not normally the case for the T-Wolves in a lot of games. Their big 3 kind of carry the deal. Kuminga. Jonathan Temps have all been good in terms of when he should shoot and what he should be doing. This is a great building block after that Chicago performance.
I didn't see too many crazy ones. This game is Noel's score time.
That 24, and that let the air out of the balloon. They would have been up 73-67 and feeling good. And it just did not end up that way. And then Minnesota just consistently outplayed them from that point of the game. And it made everything since.
And obviously with the Lakers, Malik Monk's playing better for them.
As that one misfires.
Well, Josh Okogie, what you just saw there, the playmaking, he showed that this summer in the Olympics. He really handled the ball well, made some great passes out of pick and rolls.
This is Nathan Knight out of William & Mary, who's got it right now. And Knight has missed a couple layups here. This will be another game, though, on this trip where the Warriors are sub 40% shooting. As JTA will draw a foul here. And, you know, without Steph, it gets a little more understandable. But as good as the Warrior defense is normally, the offense, you know, the last 15, 16 games, the Bulls game being the rare exception in the one Utah road game. But, you know, you're seeing a lot of 38% and a lot of games under 100 points.
Well, you saw early in the season, the Warriors were really good defensively, and they were super consistent. We talked about it not leaking over, the offense not leaking over if they struggle one game here or there, the frustration not leaking over to the defensive end. But earlier in the season, it was like a one-off or a two-off where they would struggle offensively. So it's much easier to keep it going defensively and have your offense and defense be independent. When you go through a stretch like this, I don't care how mentally tough you are, it's going to leak over. It's just human nature. If you go through a stretch where you're struggling with your shooting like the Warriors have, and then we've seen them break out of it against the Bulls, but you'd love to kind of break out of it again.
McKinley, right, putting it in. That's why we've said a couple times on this trip that the best thing is Chioza loses the handle and Layman is fouled. 12-day homestand. Like that's exactly what you need. Now, that doesn't cure everything, but this team has just been on the road forever. And, you know, you play 41 home, 41 on the road. When the Warriors had, as McKinley Wright misses there, when they had the early homestand, they started the season 21-4.
Yeah, and I've been a player, like, sometimes when you're on the road, and you have a stretch like that where it's constantly you're on the road that much, your legs can kind of feel like jello. And you just, for whatever reason, your shot doesn't feel great because your legs are a big part of it. Getting your legs into it and making sure you have that lift on your jumper. We've seen a lot of missed short shots, and then sometimes if you don't have your legs, you're trying to use your arms too much, then you're going to be inaccurate, missing left and right. Oh my goodness.
And JTA was not going to let Okogie send that one down.
He didn't get high enough. He wasn't going to do anything with that.
But the Warriors 29 free throw attempts tonight, building on all the kind of attacking the paint against Chicago. I think that's for Kuminga, for Jordan Poole, for Wiggins. I think that's important.
Yeah, we talked about that. Timberwolves will definitely foul, and they came in the game with the mentality to attack and get downhill. It's just, you just had a rough sequence there in the third, and it was just tough to overcome, obviously, with how short-handed you are already.
It'll be interesting on this homestand, and I don't know what Bob Myers and Steve Kerr want to do on this, but, Moses Moody has been playing for Santa Cruz, right? He had 37 in Memphis. He had 32 against the Texas G League team. Moses Moody's playing very well,
and he's knocked out a few threes here and there.
And you're gonna need another fresh body, and I think Moses Moody will be ready too, along with Kuminga. You're gonna see the rookies get some playing time just because you're down. Draymond plays a lot of minutes.
All hands on deck.
JTA hitting that three.